What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to the Small Biz Report. The Dow breaks 30K, and it's time to get rich. Please do me a huge favor, give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments below. Yes, got some news for you. And make sure to join us at trysmallbiz.com, where you can advertise your company for free. Or for just $1 a day, you can hire me, and I'll help grow your business. And that starts by promoting you to more than 100,000 people on social media. TrySmallBiz.com. Get started today. All right, what the heck is going on with 5-year loan deferment at the SBA? Or is it actually going to be forgiveness in an election year where the Democrats actually need some major help in order to avoid a red wave? What is going on with our portfolio? In fact, if we lost any money over the last few weeks as the sky is falling and the Dow crashes through 30,000, ladies and gentlemen, do yourself a favor. Pull up a chair. Grab a cup of coffee, ice cold beer, glass of wine. Here we go. All right, it was fun to see in the comments. Thank you for so many warm-hearted ones. I intend to respond to those over the course of the next day or two. We seem to have a Starbucks crowd here, almost 3-1, I'd say, versus Dunkin' Donuts, who may in fact become a sponsor of TrySmallBiz.com. More on that later, but look. You are about to see, as I've been saying all day on Twitter at TrySmallBiz, headlines everywhere. And there's something called the front page New York Times effect, that whenever the New York Times puts a crash alert or the end of the world on the front page, as they're about to do tonight, that's it. It's over. But as I said, I am prepared to give 1 down and 10 up over the next 2 to 3 years. What do I mean by that? The Dow Jones just crashed through 30,000. The big guy has been responsible for helping facilitate $12 trillion of wealth evaporation in this country over the last 6 months, the fastest in U.S. history. However, there is a bright side. A couple years ago, we had a massive what's called cup and handle breakout. Stay tuned, I'm going to explain it to you. In the Dow at 29,000. So go back a few years. You got up to 29,000, then you came back down. This was under President Trump. Then you went all the way back up to 29. So there's your cup. You then put in a handle where you dip about 10 to 15%. Then you blow through the top of that cup at 29,000 on the Dow. What was resistance is now going to become support. So I can promise you, we closed at 29,927. There is about to be an epic battle like we haven't seen in many, many years. Because if we somehow do drift down towards that number, there is going to be massive institutional support. So I am willing to concede the fact that with the big guy, or should I say Weekend at Bernie's running the show, we may go down another 1,000 points. But the next 10,000, in my opinion, and I've certainly proved that I know what the heck I'm talking about, is in the northerly direction. So if you've been following me, stay tuned on EIDL. I've got 2 stories to share with you. You went all in. I went all in today. I have no more money. The last 3% went to St. Jude Children's Hospital. God bless the men and women, the nurses, the doctors that serve our children with childhood cancer. But I have no more money left. In fact, all I really have is enough to get, I don't know, about 6 months supply of ramen noodles, 10 for $1 right now at Walmart. I got my J-Rob protein powder. Add that to my blood pressure pill, some fish oil, some CoQ10, and a probiotic. I'm all set. Because I'm all in on the stock market and in helping you and your small business make more money than you ever dreamed possible over the next 1, 3, 5, 10 years and beyond. ARKK, tremendous buy at under 37. I'm in at 36.79. I also have a brand new stock pick for you today. Where'd we close? 37.06. So the sky's falling. The Dow cracks 1,000. We're down 3,000 points in less than 3 weeks. And we're up on our position. What else we got? GFAI closed at 50 cents. It was up almost 6% today. We own that at 46 or 7. So you're up, I don't know, 8% there. We're down about the same amount. In EVFM, it's closed at around 29 cents a share. I own it at almost 33 cents. Washed out 98% down from where it was a year ago. And CENN, C-E-N-N, I recommended that the other day at 165, closes at 1885. So if you factor in the 4 stocks that we've bought in the midst of this absolute meltdown, we haven't lost a dime. In fact, we're probably up a net amount of 4.5%, 5%, to go with 20 winners and one loss for 668% since March 1st. Is that even possible? It's actually a fact. You can't edit on Twitter. I am a fan of don't offer the edit button. I know some of you tell me in the comments you want to see the edit button. I don't want to see it. Too much cheating, too much fabrication. I know it's going to say edited, but I don't want to see that. I put all my trades out in real time for the entire world to see. And it usually is a 2 to 3 week period, but sometimes like Hoth and RMO, about to let those go for what? I'll tell you in a second. 668% plus the 4 ones I just talked about right now. Don't chase, try to buy them, especially ARC, which is 35 stocks in one ETF. Buy it under 37 if you can. MULN, for all you aggressive stock traders, going to be added to the Russell 2000 and 3000 index. Currently at 126 after hours. It's got a triple bottom at $1. I really like MULN around 115, but I may not get a chance to do it. So obviously, given the fact that I'm all in, where am I going to get the money? I'm going to take losses, which I'm down big on in HOTH and RMO. The good news, I haven't added or recommended any adding to those for over 2 months. But they're 2 hickeys that I need to use the money from in order to get into an MULN. And if I miss it, I miss it. So I like it at 115 or thereabouts on Mutton, Uncle, Larry. All right, EIDL before we get to the headlines of the day. But once again, yesterday's video seen almost 4,000 times, our best one in the last 2 months. And by the way, did you see my thumbnail? I shared it on Twitter. I mean, it's almost Meet Kevin-like. I've never edited a video. I don't have a camera. I've got an iPhone. I wouldn't know how to do overlays of music if I had a gun pointed to my head. But ladies and gentlemen, if I end up getting support like that and launch a podcast so I can have you come on the show and entertain the piss out of you for the next 25 or 30 years, I might actually blow up. In fact, I may need to blow up at the rate that we're attracting premium members at Small Biz. Thank you to the 211 that have signed up. You won't regret it. Be one of the best investments you ever make. All right, Idle. I've been sitting here 3 minutes. When's he going to get to the Idle? Idle is actually still processing loans. Let me say that again. The Small Business Administration is still processing Idle loans on the QT. Shh, they don't want to tell anybody. Right, the program's closed. We can't talk about it because of all the scammers on YouTube. But they're still quietly funding loans in 2 categories. I had someone today that reached out to me. They had a loan officer at the SBA contact them the last week of May. The portal closed on the 16th. According to Miss Isabel Guzman, it was done, but it's not done. There's 2 categories of people. It's not just obligated or funding, and people are still getting money as we speak, and that will end probably in the next 4 or 5 days because it can take a whole month to actually get your money. Unverifiable information. In this case, they were verifying for the 4th or 5th time this person's address. They couldn't find their address. So that's one of cases. The other 2 people that have a chance, this is not a guarantee, but I'll tell you exactly what you should do, are those that had amended returns. They're telling anyone they reach out to that it could take us at least 30 days to verify your information now that the program has been shut down. They have much fewer resources funding Idle loans than they did, say, a month ago. So I'll say this again slowly. If you have an amended tax return, you have a chance, but be prepared to wait at least a month once they contact you. And the second is unverifiable information. The 3 examples I've heard, let's say in the last 10 days after the portal closed, are verifying your address or the name of your corporation. They can't seem to put it up against your 4506T. So there's hope. What do? Get a privacy release form from your senators, congressmen, and women, all of them as far as I'm concerned. And then you call after you sign those digitally and send them back to the representatives, and it'll be the staff. You'll have to call and email. Call in and say, I need to speak to the small biz advocate or the small business advocate in your office, Senator so-and-so. If you're in Atlanta, call Carolyn Bordeaux's office. Nakima Williams also. She actually follows me, blue check on Twitter. Don't ask me why. I've certainly thrown the big guy under the bus, but she still supports me. So, Nakima, I appreciate it very much. But Carolyn Bordeaux has Vesna, VESNA.Courspahik. KURSPAHIC at mail.house.gov. You call and email Vesna, who's in Carolyn's office, and you explain, I had an amended return, or I've got unverifiable information. And we know for a fact that the SBA is still quietly verifying or funding loans, and I need your help. Those are the 2 of the 5 EIDL secrets I would focus on right now. So don't give up. And if you got questions, as always, you can log in or become a member. You must be a member, in fact, at trysmallbiz.com, and I'll respond to it within 24 hours. And before I forget and get on to the headlines of the day, we just ran over 10 minutes. Only a couple of quick stories. Never call, email, or text someone in the comments, even if they have this face, because it's a scam. I will never ask you to send me your information or any money. It happens every damn day. You see someone who gets ripped off, usually somewhere between $600 and $1,000. It's not me. The only thing that I actually do charge is $1 a day as a premium member to promote you and your company to 100,000, and soon to be, I think, by 2025, more than 500,000 on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So if I was you, I'd hit that red upgrade to premium button and get in the game. All right, very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to lose about half our audience right now. So if you stick around, it says the Dow falls back below 50,000. I was fast forwarding. Don't forget, 1 down, 10 up over the next 3 years. Mark this post. 29,000 on the Dow, just to keep it simple, is about Max Payne. 40,000 by the end of 2025. In this guy's opinion, Jay Powell assures that our economy is not in big trouble, but yet investors are coming to the realization that the Fed is going to break something. That was a bit of a sloppy read of a long headline. Let me do it again. A day after Powell's assurances about the economy, markets are now worried that the Fed is going to break something. So I think the Fed, or should I say the big guy and the Fed, have already broke something. We have a lack of confidence problem in this country. The prior president, I don't need to name his name, was talking about the stock market every day. Trump had many flaws. Whoops, I just mentioned his name. He's got the thinnest skin of anyone I ever met in my entire life, and I actually met him a long time ago. He gets into fights that he shouldn't, but this guy was out talking about the economy, taking risks, record highs in the stock market every damn day, and investors need confidence. Instead, Biden, or who I like to call the big guy, aka Weekend at Bernie's, he's got his press secretary, what was this, 2 weeks ago, telling people, we don't pay attention to the day-to-day operations of the stock market. Timber! It's kind of like Mitch McConnell flashback for all of you that are still here. We may have 1,000 that are still watching. Tumbleweed through the desert. Mitch McConnell, he's a Republican, by the way. Darth Vader, he has no soul. You've never once, and I'll give you $100 to the first 5 people. I'm going to give away $500. I know it's not a lot of money. But if you can find a clip of Darth Vader, Mitch McConnell, send it to me in the contact us form of him talking specifically about EIDL, I will give you the first 5 people $100. So if you can find it, let me have it. And until next time, that's enough of the headlines today. Always remember that we absolutely love you. I appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you right here tomorrow at 5 p.m. East Coast time.